What's up, everyone? Welcome to the November 10th edition of DraftKings Tournament Plays brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoney DFS. And we have a 4-game NBA slate tonight, a bit easier to deal with than the 12 or 13 gamer we had yesterday and the 15 gamer that we had Monday. But we're still going to look at 5 of the top tournament options using the Boom Bust tool on the Stokastic.com website. But first, be sure to click the link in the description below, sign up, make a deposit, and place a real money wager up to receive a risk-free first bet up to $1,000 from BetMGM. In addition to the risk-free first bet, you will receive 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. Click the link below to take advantage. Now, looking at the top 5 tournament options, starting at number 5, John Collins, only averaging 0.91 DraftKings points per minute this season, only has about a 16% usage rate for the Hawks. That is likely to come up at least somewhat going forward, and he's only $6,300, projected for 12% ownership with an 18% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Number 4, Dorian Finney-Smith, projected for 16% ownership with an 18% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Finney-Smith has been absolutely awful from a fantasy standpoint this year, averaging just 0.54 DraftKings points per minute. Since the start of last year, though, he's averaged 0.69 DraftKings points per minute, which, while it isn't good, is still much better than we've seen this year. And it is likely that you see him get back to those rates. That's pretty much what he has done over his career. He's likely to give you about 32 minutes tonight at just $4,200. Number 3, sticking with the Mavs, Tim Hardaway Jr., projected for 22% ownership with a 25% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Hardaway has shooting guard and small forward eligibility, and it's just $4,000. He only played 22 minutes in the Mavs last game, but he certainly could pick up a few more minutes tonight, depending on how that rotation unfolds. And he should benefit also from not playing alongside Christian Wood with the second unit. Wood, of course, is out of tonight's game. Very, very small sample of minutes where Hardaway has played without Wood this season, but he does have a 32% usage rate in about 40 minutes without Wood on the floor. I don't necessarily think he maintains 32%, but I do think you see increased usage from Hardaway for as long as Wood is out. Number 2, Luka Doncic, projected for 20% ownership with a 27% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Doncic is $12,500 and has averaged 1.71 DraftKings points per minute, which is easily the best on the slate. And number 1, De'Anthony Melton, 32% ownership, 33% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Melton is $6,000 and has averaged about 32 minutes per game in the games that he has started this year. In those games, he has averaged 0.99 DraftKings points per minute. One concern with Melton is that he has only averaged 0.71 DraftKings points per minute in 88 total minutes with Joel Embiid on the floor. Embiid missed the first few games that Melton started, but now he is back. So I do think it's likely that Melton produces at a lower rate than we've seen so far in his starts. That being said, he has always been around the fantasy point per minute guy, even going back to his time in Memphis. So I don't think that 0.71 DraftKings points per minute is the true number either. I think it's likely somewhere in the middle between that 0.71 and 1 fantasy points per minute. On this particular slate, that $6,000 price tag is very useful, even if you do expect a little bit of a drop off in production. So to recap, the top 5 tournament options on DraftKings: number 5, John Collins; number 4, Dorian Finney-Smith; number 3, Tim Hardaway; number 2, Luka Doncic; and number 1, De'Anthony Melton.